Hey guys, Ken here from the Retro Toy Escapades channel in Malaysia. Some pretty exciting news today that's shaking up the MOTU community globally, and that's the new images that are turning up online of the incoming MOTU Origins Tung Lashor action figure. Now, my first impression of this figure is that he looks maybe a little bit scrawny. Yeah, because I remember owning the original and that one looked really beefy. Maybe it's because of the tongue striking action feature that involved a mechanism that was worked into the chest compartment, causing the chest area to be inflated as a result. But still, you got used to seeing him look really big and muscular. I'm not really getting that vibe from the new figure, but still, I always felt that the original Tung Lashor figure came with a lot of stuff. You had the serpent stuff, you had the butterfly-like crossbow. I think it's supposed to be a dragonfly. Okay, and then you had the action feature that was worked inside it. So this new one has all of that stuff too, just minus the action feature. I guess that from the Snake Man waves onwards, it's going to be all about the attachments. No action features, but just attachments. I mean, Cobra Khan had the attaching water blast effect, Ratlaw had an extending neck attachment, and the incoming deluxe King Hiss has multiple snake mode part attachments. So yes, attachments. Although, in the case of Tung Lashor here, it may actually be an improvement. I mean, don't get me wrong, guys. I'm all about the action features. You guys know that, okay? I'm all about maintaining the accuracy of the vintage figures and their functions, even though they're being updated for modern use and play. But still, if you were to take a look at the vintage Tung Lashor action figure, the tongue that actually sticks out from its mouth, okay? The tongue that actually shoots out is actually made of this really thin, almost paper-like material. I don't know. Whenever I used to handle that thing back in the day, I mean, I had the figure at one point. I don't have it now because I talked about it before. I previously sold off most of my Snake Man action figures, and it turned out to be something that I've since regretted. Okay, back then it makes sense, but now it's like, oh no, what did I do? But still, that thing was like really cheap looking. I gotta be honest, okay, I always felt that tongue, right, detracted from the quality of everything else that was on the figure, right? It just seemed like it didn't belong. So this time around, I'm thinking that maybe the hard plastic approach, even though it's an attachment, is definitely probably an improvement, okay? Could they have worked in an action feature anyway, even though the material now is made out of this harder plastic? Definitely. They definitely could have worked it out, right? But I suppose that that's no longer the direction. We also talked about that in previous videos. So we're just going to have to live with it. Either way, I got to say that this Tung Lashor action figure is probably the standout from whichever wave this is going to be in, probably wave 12, because he does appear to come, like I said, with a lot of stuff. Now, Tung Lashor is a very visually striking figure, and I've always found it admirable how he comes with several different, multiple paint applications, okay? But one thing that I did see online was that there was quite a fair bit of chatter after these images turned up, and people were commenting on how his back appears to be unpainted. And I gotta be honest with you, because I was kind of like scratching my head there for a while, thinking back about the figure that I originally had, and I was wondering to myself, was there even anything on the back? So hey, I decided to check out the always awesome and ever reliable Battle Ram blog website online to try and see if there's any information on this. And you know what? There's a picture here of Tung Lashor from the back, and he does have these very nice, very visually striking patterns on his back. These look great, no doubt. But I just don't remember this as being the version that I had. And then there's another photo here of what appears to be a subsequent second release of the figure, which has an unpainted back. Now this, right, this right here seems more like the figure that I used to own, okay? So it turns out there was two versions of him floating around out there. I'm not really sure which one's the rarer one. I'm guessing maybe it could have been the first one, but you never know. All right, but I had the second version. That's why I don't remember there being anything on his back. It seems that quite a fair bit of you guys out there had the first version, so probably you're missing the patterns that he used to come with. Well, anyway, I still think that this Tung Lashor is a pretty jacked up figure that comes with a lot of accessories, so maybe the company had to make a couple of concessions. I don't know for sure. But look, probably they were like, look, guys, we're giving you like updates on 2 accessories, okay? Plus an all-new tongue attachment that's never been offered before in any collection. You know what I mean? So maybe give us a break on the paint applications. Probably. But anyway, I want to hear what you guys have to think of the images of the new incoming MOTU Origins Tung Lashor action figure. Hit me up in the comments, and I'll catch you guys again real soon with more content. Thank you, and take care out there.